I think a lot of people that actually engage in NLP coaching have made that decision that they don't want to carry it around anymore. They don't know what to do about it, but they know. What I hear a lot is, I can't do this anymore, I'm sick of this, I'm sick of it. So we define what it is, because it's different to everybody, isn't it? You know, people have different coping mechanisms, people have different ways of living that are unacceptable to other people. But I think that the point in it is that when you've decided that you're fed up with yourself, you're fed up with other people around you, invariably other people have noticed that you're out of sorts. You're not quite operating on a good base. And
is that like they're not operating on all their cylinders? Like some people call it like, you're not firing on all cylinders, or is it more like they seem distracted, or is it a mix of both?
Distracted is a really good. I think distracted, Carlton's a really good way of describing that. There's something else. There's something else claiming headspace, and it can grow. It can grow, and you tend to pack it away because it's when it feels. For example, in my work was very, very strategic. It was very, very forward driven. It was about getting results. Now, that's great, really good. In my own world, I wasn't feeling great because I'd had a lifetime of living with, my late husband was an addict. So it was pretty rock and roll. And when he passed, I was basically in about 100 grand's worth of debt, which is quite a lot of debt. And I thought, well, I'll just carry on working forever and doing what I'm doing. But I couldn't get away from the fact of that this incongruence of how determined I can be and how forward-thinking I can be in a job, but how retrospective I was being in my own life. I couldn't let go of all of the bad stuff. I just didn't know where to park it. And it was getting in the way of me moving on. And that's...
When you say the bad stuff, do you mean just the 100 grand's worth of debt?
No, like living with an addict has its challenges. It has its shoots of despair at times. And you find yourself living two lives. So you've got a really good, clear professional face, and that's somebody who, if you ask that band of people, they'd say, oh, completely in control and, you know, forward thinking and successful, that was the word. People, you wish I was as successful as you are.